What if you could become a better person? Not by working harder, but by taking one doable step a day. And not because you're a bad person now, but because there's something inside you that's ready for more. How to Be a Better Person walks you through 1 year of those tiny steps. 365 small but mighty tools you can use in the next 24 hours to make a difference in yourself and the world. My mission? To help you live your best life. Hi there, and welcome to How to Be a Better Person with me, Kate Hanley, your host. Have you seen the movie The Graduate? It's where a young Dustin Hoffman has just graduated from college, and there's this scene where he's swimming around a pool at a friend's house, and his friend's dad is asking him what he wants to do for work. Dustin Hoffman says he really doesn't know. You can tell he really just wants to get back to swimming in the pool. And that's when the dad leans in close and says, "I've got one word for you. Plastics." Well, that movie came out in 1967, and plastics definitely aren't the hot new thing anymore. It's been 50 years, and plastics are the establishment. I recently read that every single piece of plastic that's ever been made, which adds up to 8.3 billion metric tons, is still on this earth. It may not be in the same form it originally was, but plastic doesn't break down and totally dissolve. It just breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces, and that's how we get microplastic everywhere, especially in the oceans, where it wreaks havoc on the ecosystem. Some plastic is recycled, sure, but according to National Geographic, up until 2015, only 9% was recycled. That percentage has come up since then, but it's still only 20% of the plastic that's manufactured every year that ends up being recycled. We can do better. And that means I need to do better, and you need to do better. And hopefully the people who see us doing better will be inspired to do better too. Of course, this is a massive systemic problem, and it can't be fixed overnight, but it starts with small steps. So let's take one of those today, shall we? Think about the plastic thing you consume most frequently. For a lot of us, that will be disposable coffee cups. You may be thinking, that's not plastic, that's paper. But commercial coffee cups are actually lined with a thin layer of plastic so that they don't leak. And they are not recyclable. I know, I thought they were recyclable too, but they're not. Also, the lids of plastic coffee cups are plastic. The only thing that's truly easily recyclable of your morning Starbucks is the cardboard sleeve, and only a small percentage of those actually make it into the recycling bin. So what can you do about that? Well, I'll bet that you already have at least one travel mug in your cupboards. I also bet you haven't yet connected the dots and started taking it to your local coffee shop and asking them to put their coffee in your mug yet. But if you can just get that habit into place, you can make some big strides. I found this stat on the website for eCoffee Cup, a really nice and affordable reusable coffee mug that's made out of bamboo. The company is based in Amsterdam. And here's the stat. If 2 million people chose to reuse their cup just once a week, it would save 104 million cups a year from landfill. Just once a week. Surely we can each do that, can't we? So, today, go find one of your recyclable mugs and put it in your car right now. That way you'll have it for your next Starbucks run. And when you use it, you'll save 10 cents. I know that's not a lot, but I believe in being rewarded for good behavior. 10 cents is better than no cents. Here's a related tip that doesn't require you to remember to bring anything. If you're staying at the coffee shop, tell them it's for here and ask them to serve it to you in a mug. Maybe you don't buy coffee. Think about what you buy the most. Is it soup? Chinese food? Then figure out how to make that purchase using something reusable. If you're not sure, stick with the reusable mug. For example, maybe you pick something up at the grocery store every day that's packed up to go in one of those little plastic containers. Well, first of all, maybe you could bring your own lunch, but I know that's kind of a big ask, and we're talking about small steps today. Well, what you can do is go through your silverware drawer and find that random knife and that random spoon and the random fork that you don't really even know where they came from. They don't match anything else in your drawer, and wrap them up in a paper or cloth napkin, even better, and stick them in your purse. Then at least you'll save the plastic knife and fork that you would normally use to eat that. My kids tell me there's something called a Visco girl, which I guess is kind of the 2019 equivalent of a Valley girl, except they care about saving the turtles, so they carry stainless steel water bottles and they use metal straws instead of plastic ones. I think they also wear scrunchies. I don't know. I'm not sure how that relates to the turtles, but okay. So the kids are hip to this idea of using reusable stuff. You don't have to go whole hog or do anything you think is dumb. Just find one thing you can do and do it. What's it going to be? What's your reusable go-to if you already have something that you're doing regularly? And have you found any tricks that make it easier for you to actually reuse this thing on a regular basis? I'd love to hear it. Either email me using the Contact Kate button on beabetterpersonpodcast.com or give me a shout out on social media using the hashtag BetterPersonPod. Let's save the turtles. Thanks for listening to How to Be a Better Person. If you liked what you heard, share it with someone you think would like it too. Your voice matters. Come sign up for the weekly newsletter that includes a link to every episode from the previous week so you can catch up on anything you missed. You can do that at beabetterpersonpodcast.com. I also love to hear from listeners. Seriously, I love it. Send me an email by clicking on the Contact Kate button at beabetterpersonpodcast.com, or you can tweet me at Kate Han, Katehan, or find me on Instagram at Kate Hanley Author. I look forward to connecting with you.